Donald Trump changed American politics. Some people loved him, others did not. His presidency was marked by controversy and strong opinions on both sides. But everyone agrees he was a different kind of president. His approach was unconventional, often breaking norms and challenging the status quo. This essay will look at his time in office, examining the key moments and decisions that defined his presidency. We will focus on his background in business, which influenced his policies and leadership style. His experience as a businessman shaped his approach to governance and his actions as president. From tax reforms to foreign policy, his decisions had far-reaching impacts. Our goal is to be fair and balanced. We aim to present a comprehensive view of his presidency, acknowledging both his achievements and his missteps. We will discuss both his successes and his challenges. His administration faced numerous hurdles, from political opposition to public protests. Trump was a complex figure, with a personality that sparked both admiration and criticism. His leadership style was direct and often polarizing. And we will try to understand his impact on America. His policies and rhetoric left a lasting mark on the political landscape. This is not about picking sides. It's about understanding the multifaceted nature of his presidency and its implications. It is about learning from the past. By studying Trump's presidency, we can gain insights into the current state of American politics. We can better understand America today. His tenure offers lessons on leadership, governance, and the power of public opinion. Donald Trump was not a politician. Before becoming president, he was a businessman. He built hotels, casinos, and golf courses. He was also a star on television. Trump brought his business style to the White House. He made decisions quickly and boldly. He focused on getting things done. This approach was different from past presidents. Some people liked his direct way of doing things. Others found it too aggressive. Regardless, Trump's business experience shaped his presidency. As president, Trump focused heavily on the economy, making it a cornerstone of his administration's agenda. He believed that a strong economy would lead to a stronger America. He wanted to make it easier for businesses to grow, thrive, and create jobs. His administration aimed to cut red tape and reduce regulations that he felt were stifling economic growth. One of his biggest achievements was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which he signed into law in December 2017. This legislation was designed to provide significant tax relief to both businesses and individuals. This law lowered taxes for businesses and individuals, aiming to put more money back into the pockets of Americans and stimulate economic activity. Many business owners and taxpayers welcomed these changes. Trump argued that these tax cuts would boost the economy by encouraging investment and spending. He believed that a lower tax burden would lead to higher economic growth and job creation. And for a while, it seemed to work. The stock market saw significant gains, consumer confidence increased, and businesses reported higher profits. The economy grew, and unemployment went down to historic lows. Job seekers found more opportunities, and many industries experienced a boom. Trump also changed America's trade deals, aiming to protect American industries and workers. He believed that previous trade agreements were unfair to the United States. He imposed tariffs on goods from China, sparking a trade war that had significant global implications. These tariffs were intended to pressure China into changing its trade practices. He renegotiated trade agreements with Mexico and Canada, resulting in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. These moves were controversial and sparked much debate. Some people thought they protected American jobs and industries, believing that these measures would lead to a resurgence in American manufacturing. Others worried they would hurt the economy by increasing costs for consumers and businesses. Economists and trade experts were divided on the long-term impacts of these policies. The debate over Trump's economic policies continues, with supporters praising his efforts to prioritize American interests, and critics arguing that the approach was too aggressive and short-sighted. The art of the deal in Washington is complex, and Trump's tenure highlighted the challenges and controversies of navigating economic policy in a globalized world. One of the most lasting impacts of Trump's presidency was on the courts. He appointed 3 justices to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. These appointments shifted the court in a more conservative direction. This will have a major impact on American law for years to come. Trump also appointed many judges to lower courts. These judges will continue to shape the law long after his presidency. Trump's focus on the courts was a major part of his legacy. It was a victory for conservatives who had long sought to reshape the judiciary. Section 5. A new approach to the world stage. In this section, we delve into the transformative and often controversial foreign policy strategies implemented by Donald Trump during his presidency. In foreign policy, Trump promised to put America first. This slogan became a cornerstone of his administration's approach, emphasizing national sovereignty and prioritizing American interests above all else. He questioned America's involvement in international organizations. Trump argued that many of these organizations were not serving the best interests of the United States and often took advantage of American generosity. He also took a tough stance against countries like Iran and North Korea. By imposing stringent sanctions and engaging in aggressive rhetoric, Trump aimed to curb their nuclear ambitions and destabilizing activities. One of Trump's most significant foreign policy achievements was the Abraham Accords. This series of agreements marked a historic shift in Middle Eastern diplomacy. This agreement normalized relations between Israel and several Arab countries. The accords were seen as a monumental step towards fostering peace and cooperation in a region long plagued by conflict. The Abraham Accords were a major diplomatic breakthrough. They opened the door for economic, cultural, and technological exchanges between Israel and its new Arab partners. They were praised by many as a step towards peace in the Middle East. The accords demonstrated that dialogue and negotiation could achieve what decades of conflict had not. Trump also engaged in historic talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. These unprecedented meetings aimed to ease tensions and address the long-standing issue of North Korea's nuclear program. These talks aimed to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. While the path to denuclearization proved to be complex and fraught with challenges, the mere act of engaging in dialogue was seen as a significant step forward. While no concrete agreement was reached, the talks represented a change in approach. Trump's willingness to meet directly with Kim Jong-un broke with decades of U.S. foreign policy and opened new avenues for potential future negotiations. Section 6. The Unexpected Challenge COVID-19. In early 2020, the world changed. The COVID-19 pandemic arrived. This was a major challenge for Trump and his administration. The pandemic disrupted the strong economy Trump had built. It also forced him to make difficult decisions about lockdowns and public health measures. Trump's handling of the pandemic was highly controversial. Some praised his efforts to quickly develop a vaccine. Others criticized his downplaying of the virus's severity. The pandemic became a defining issue of Trump's presidency. It overshadowed many of his other accomplishments and contributed to his re-election defeat.
Breaking news.
Section 7, Operation Warp Speed, a race against time. Despite the challenges of the pandemic, Trump's administration achieved a major victory: the rapid development of COVID-19 vaccines. This was thanks to Operation Warp Speed. This program poured billions of dollars into vaccine research and development. It helped accelerate the process of getting vaccines approved and distributed. The success of Operation Warp Speed was a testament to American ingenuity. It also showed Trump's ability to mobilize resources quickly in a crisis. Section 8. The Legacy of Donald Trump. Donald Trump's presidency was a time of great change and upheaval. He challenged norms, disrupted expectations, and left a lasting mark on American politics. His supporters view him as a strong leader who fought for the forgotten man. They point to his economic successes, his conservative judicial appointments, and his bold foreign policy. His critics see him as a divisive figure who damaged American democracy. They criticize his rhetoric, his policies, and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Section 9. A force in American politics. Love him or hate him, there's no denying Trump's impact. He energized a new base of voters. He also exposed deep divisions in American society. Trump's presidency was a departure from the past. He showed that an outsider, a businessman with no political experience, could rise to the highest office. His victory in 2016 shocked the political establishment. It revealed a deep dissatisfaction with the status quo. Section 10. Understanding Trump's impact. It's too early to say what Trump's long-term legacy will be. His presidency continues to be debated and analyzed. However, one thing is clear: Trump changed the rules of American politics. He showed that it was possible to win the presidency by appealing to anger and resentment. Trump also proved that social media could be a powerful tool for political mobilization. His use of Twitter to bypass traditional media outlets was both innovative and controversial. Section 11. A new chapter in American history. Donald Trump's presidency was a tumultuous period in American history. It was a time of intense partisanship, social unrest, and global uncertainty. Whether you agree with his policies or not, there's no denying that Trump left a mark. He challenged conventions, shook up the establishment, and left Americans grappling with questions about their country's future. Only time will tell how history will judge Donald J. Trump, the businessman who became president. And now, as he runs for president once again, the nation watches closely to see what the next chapter will bring. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative content, and thanks for watching.